All right, I'll go ahead and show you the last of the Christmas albums. Starting with Old Little Town of Bethlehem and the Little Drummer Boy. This has lush strings, instrumental guitar, rich vocals, Bobby Russell, that type of stuff. This is a box set from Time Life called Jingle Bell Rock. Great stuff here. Bobby Helms, Chuck Berry, Otis Redding, Smokey Robinson, The Supremes, The Drifters, The Beach Boys, Booker T, Temptations, Jackson 5, Jan and Dean, King Curtis, Brenda Lee, Smokey Robinson, Marvin and Johnny, The Venturers, The OJs, The Jackson 5, Jack Scott, Dottie Stevens, Aretha Franklin, Denny Holloway, Elton John. And one thing about the box set is it gives you this nice little booklet. Picture Elton John there. More like a poster. But it talks about the songs and the artist and when they were hits and what chart position they hit. Very cool stuff. I like these Time Life box sets. I have quite a few. I don't think I have them all, but I have quite a few. Let's Celebrate Christmas. Bing Crosby, Glenn Campbell, Nat King Cole, Dinah Shore, Bobby Gentry. So these are all Capitol artists. Merry Christmas from Our House to Yours. Lawrence Welk, Eddie Arnold, Perry Como, Ed Ames, Living Strings, Julie Andrews. This is RCA. One of my favorite Christmas albums that I got a few years ago. Rockin' Christmas the 50s. This thing is awesome. This was released by Rhino Records. Let's see. Aces and Joker, Oscar McLally, the Penguins, the Moods, the Hipsters, the Youngsters, the Moonglows, Bobby Helms, Buckman and Goodman, excuse me, Rockin' Sockin', Marvin and Johnny. Just great stuff. And I got this one a few years prior. This is Rockin' Christmas the 60s. Now this was previously from a library. So the record's there. They split the cover open. There's where the card would go to check it out. But the record was in great shape, and I had never seen it before. I bought this one before I found the 50s one. You're looking at Santo and Johnny, the Turtles, Barry Richards, the Trashmen, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Keepers, James Brown, the Wailers, just to name a few. Great stuff, and stuff you don't normally hear that often. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Let's see, Paul Wigg, Dale Evans. A couple stories there, and then some songs to go with it. Santa's Christmas Party. I had this on a cassette tape when I was a kid, and I misplaced it and looking for it and found it at an antique place for just a buck or two. You got kids singing. You've got the Hamsters and the Squirrels, the Street Carolers, the Harmonicats, and people like that. So it was cool when I was a kid. Very Merry Christmas on RCA. This is for Grants, Perry Como, Harry Mancini, Chet Atkins, Harry Belafonte, Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops. Very Merry Christmas, Volume 7, also on RCA. Perry Como, Ed Ames, Charlie Pride, Danny Davis. Volume 8 changed to Capitol Records, so that brought you to Bing Crosby and Tennessee Ford and Dinah Shore, Nat King Cole, Glenn Campbell. We Wish You the Merriest, Doris Day, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Hackett, Johnny Cash, Ray Conniff, all Columbia artists on Harmony Records. This one I just got recently. This has been cool. Y'all Have a Country Christmas on Starday Records. All-star artist, let's see, the Trailblazers, Stanley Brothers, Leon Payne, Earl Adcock, and Santa himself. Christmas album, Bobby V with the Johnny Mann Singers. This is on Sunset, subsidiary of Liberty. This is a 12-inch, 100-year-old record. The Hallelujah Chorus by the Victor Chorus. This is from 1911, one-sided. And I have put it in a homemade sleeve jacket. Also a record coming out 100 years. The Victor Salone Orchestra, Silent Night and Holy Night. Victor Dance Orchestra, the Nightingale's Waltz. This is also a 100-year-old record of 78. Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians doing the Nutcracker Suite. This is on a Decca 12-inch 78. I believe this is from like the 40s. On Columbia Records, we have the Waltons Christmas album. Good night, John Boy. Christmas with Kenny Wills. This is on Mistletoe Records. The original Queen of Country. Slim Whitman's Christmas album. This is on Liberty. And Slim Whitman, I'll Be Home for Christmas. This is on Epic. Gold stamp promo. Andy Williams, Merry Christmas on Columbia. And finally, Christmas with Tammy Wynette. That takes care of all of my Christmas albums. Hope you all enjoyed them. I'll show off the rest of the albums eventually. Just to give you an idea of what we're looking at. Let me turn this camera around. Well, anyhow, this is the record room. With overspill in my bedroom and overspill in the other room of the new stuff that I still have to sort and go through and figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of. I did have like 8 totes. In the last 2 years, I'm down to 3 totes left. So we're getting there. And this is all new stuff here that we're going through. You have to play it to see if you like it, and you keep what you like. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.